Here's to a much hotter topic, jazz. Detroit and jazz go hand in hand. Motown has become home to some of the best jazz musicians in the world, and others have called this their home away from home. Well, a new book, Detroit Jazz, documents some of the legends who have come through here and the impact that jazz has had on the Motor City. This morning, the book's photographer, Mr. John Osler, he is here to discuss the book. Thank you very much for joining us.
Malcolm, this is wonderful that we get this story out.
Yeah, this is a beautiful story. I'm a fan of jazz. I looked through this book. Tell me some of the inspiration that went into some of these pictures.
Since I was a little boy, I mean, not a little boy, but a teenager, I'd sneak out sometimes, go downtown Detroit, hear some good music. And there's something about jazz that's special, that they're able to improvise and take risks, but they're so well grounded.
Yeah.
As you know, you're a musician, so you understand this, but it's exceptional music, and Detroit is where jazz went to school. And I just sort of want to capture this idea that we have this great asset in Detroit. It's our music, and the grounding of it is in our jazz, and the teaching and the mentoring. It's always been here.
And jazz, other music forms, they have a following, but the following that jazz has, it is in our blood, it's in our DNA, and there are those in Detroit that help make jazz what it is in Detroit today.
Oh, absolutely. There's so many, and it goes back in time, but I think with all the great mentors we've had, the Harold McKinney's, the people, they took the time to teach the next generation. And so it's always been a strict discipline. It was one tough bunch of teachers out there, and so they are so well grounded. They can take the risk in their music.
Yes.
Because they're so sure with their instruments. And the world knows this. The world knows that when they get a Detroit musician grounded in jazz in Detroit, they got something.
Yeah, you got something.
And so they
special.
travel all over. But today, with the schools we have around the U of M program, Michigan State, Wayne, Eastern Michigan, the Symphony has this, we're turning out some of the best, right now with some of the best music, and I tried to capture it in this book. Today, what's happening.
Yeah, one of the things that's unfortunate is that there aren't more people with the same appreciation or as exposed to jazz as a lot of other musical forms. And there's a lady, Gretchen Valade, who is doing a lot to make sure that jazz is readily available to us all.
Well, Gretchen doesn't want to step in on the stage and take credit, but can you imagine Detroit, come Labor Day, no jazz festival? Yeah. She made it possible. She also has started Mack Avenue Records, and now it's flourishing. It was just the power of this one woman and her interest in and she's so interested in the musicians. And she's a wonderful person, and she had the ability to do it. Now she started these record companies and the Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe.
And I was going to say one last thing I wanted to get in before we end this interview is Ralph Armstrong is going to be playing at the Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe tonight. Yeah. Wonderful experience. If you get an opportunity, I highly recommend checking that out. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for this opportunity, and let's applaud all those jazz musicians.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We will be right back with more 7 Action News after these messages.